Speaking of boats, covering that fast. Another version of this, 28? 7?
Sure, I'll take your
8?
word for it.
Yeah, in the 20s, high 20s.
Talking on toilets.
And we've missed.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Made a cocktail.
A good deal.
I did forget my own ice, though. I was going to bring my own.
I made
carbon
ice.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It's big time. We would be remiss if last episode and this episode, we had people dropping. We lost Sinead.
Mm-hmm. Shinehead.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion is Chris Corley. Chris Corley?
Whoa.
Good friend of mine. I just talked to him the other day.
Nice.
So if I have to maybe remove Corley.
You got a wing going. Yeah, there.
That's called Dry Flyaway. Popular opinion, Chris Cornell's version of that song isn't that good.
It's my opinion.
People think it's great.
Mm.
I think Chris Stapleton's is better. I know we touched on it, but yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone's going to be like, Chris Cornell's the best singer ever. I don't believe that.
On album?
Right. Not live. Scary Fella live.
Yeah. Didn't translate for me.
No. There are a lot of people.
Yeah.
But was he the best modern rock singer?
I guess. Who else would you put up there?
I don't know. You're talking about the 90s?
Yeah.
Who's singing? Anthony Kiedis?
Perry Farrell.
Now we need your fart machine.
Yeah.
We need that dude sing.
Yeah. Who else was singing then?
You had
The other guy who died?
Wayne Stanley was cool, but it wasn't good. Like in terms of
It's different.
it's all right. It's all opinion, right?
Yeah.
If you don't like the way Robert Plant sings, you're never going to think he's a great singer. If you don't like that type of singing. Right.
Yeah. Lane likes to hold notes for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very
Like a monk.
didgeridoos.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because, is that Eddie Vedder?
Boy.
I'm trying to think who's
what's his name?
Chris-
Stone Temple.
Oh, yeah. Scott Weiland.
You'd have to throw him up there.
Chris Robinson, right?
Yep.
That's a fair part. He's
Okay, so how about somebody who came out past the 90s?
Who is that?
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? What, the guy from Limp Bizkit?
Chester.
The guy from Linkin Park?
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
not my thing.
What's his name? Pressure in Time fella? That's after the 90s.
Yeah, he's good. I don't even know his name.
Me either.
Rival Sons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever the Rival Sons guy's name is.
He can sing. Sure.
Sure. Good boy. That band that played with Mammoth, Dirty Honey, that guy wasn't too bad.
Okay.
I don't like Greta Van Fleet.
Nope.
We already had one of those.
But a better one.
Yeah. So I don't know, who else came out that time that would be a good singer. And then we lost Miner. The guy from the Eagles, the bass player from the Eagles. He died the same week as Sinead.
Oh, yeah. What was, I don't know his name.
Meisner.
Yep.
Randy
Randy.
Meisner.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good voice.
Sure.
Take it to the limit. There's not a lot of people that could sing like that. But, I don't think of him as a bass player. As a bass player, I don't think of him as a...
As a singer, right.
Well, I think of him as...
Is that the only one he did lead vocals on?
I don't know. He probably did all the high harmonies to make the Eagles the Eagles.
Yeah, he was the Michael Anthony of the Eagles, right?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Without the JD bottle bass.
Right.
He was Scotch, a little more refined. But if you think about it, he was never I don't think he was ever recognized as a player. He can play.
No, probably not.
No. But I'm sure he did just fine.
Yeah.
Kept
you got to play for the song.
Right.
Right? They wrote great songs, so.
Sure. And probably 9 times out of 10, they told him what to play.
Could be.
I would think so. When those songs come in
Keep it simple.
Right. When those songs come in that polished, they said, we got vocals, we got this, that. Because, look, what's his name's drumming isn't spectacular.
Henley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if he's singing too,
Right. Well,
what are you gonna do?
Levon sang and played drums.
Okay.
He was all right. You don't like them. You don't like the band, did you?
I'm not a fan. No.
I thought he was fantastic as a singer and a drummer, but that too.
Better than Chris Cornell?
I don't know. I never heard him sing Outshine. Let me see Levon sing
Face
Slaves,
Pollution or something like
Slaves
that.
and Bulldozers and see how he does.
Yeah.
Right after The Wait or whatever.
Yeah.
This one's called Rusty Cage.
Were they Cripple Creek? Was that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they had hits. I don't know. I guess they were hits.
Yeah.
Afforded the lifestyle of being a musician.
Sure.
So we lost those two the week before, and then we lost, what's his name? Pee Wee this week.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like Pee Wee?
I gotta say he's got a lot of balls to do that whole act.
Sure.
I saw him on the Tonight Show when Joan Rivers was subbing, and he did the whole thing. The pancake makeup, all that shit that he would do, and I was like, if I thought of that, it came to me in the shower, and I was like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do.
Right.
I think I'd be too embarrassed to do it, and I wouldn't do it.
It's kind of
right? Like Howie Mandel, how he did the baby voice.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do that either. I'd be like, just pass on that. And they made careers off of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, I thought Pee Wee's Playhouse was pretty creative, pretty inventive.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no Pee Wee's Playhouse. Maybe there's no what's his name? Did all the weird, Tim Burton. Because Pee Wee was out there.
Yeah, he was out there.
And I seen the show, the live show.
It was. But
redo.
It was kind of. Would you say it was kind of Captain Kangaroo?
Mm-hmm. In some way,
right?
Magic Garden.
Magic Garden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking animals and Chuckle Patch and all that.
Talking stuff, TVs, and
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it actually, they did a good job live. They did a version live. Me and Lisa saw in the early 2000s.
The two ladies.
No, Pee Wee. Pee Wee did live Pee Wee.
I thought you saw the Magic Garden
No,
live.
I've never seen the Magic Garden. Remember that show was weird.
Yeah.
That's a fucking fever dream.
There's Joan and Joan Baez.
Is that?
No,
I don't know their names.
Yeah.
Liz.
They just played acoustics, right? Sang some shitty songs.
And then they kind of
and then the
hung
thing
around.
dropped from the tree, the saying of the day or something.
The magic box, right?
Yeah.
A couple of them.
Sure they did.
3 of them.
Sure they did.
And they had a squirrel, I think.
Yeah.
And the joke patch.
Chuckle Patch.
Yeah.
Yep. Mailman used to come by, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Mr. Rogers, right? Mailman came by, hung out.
Yep.
See, that one, though, got a little weird, though, when he went with the train and went in the back with the puppets. That always freaked
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, you ever watch Mr. Rogers when you were a kid or whatever?
I did, but I don't remember that part.
They had the train, the trolley, and they would go back, and it would be the king and the queen. And
they were like little puppets,
and that
right?
was freaky.
Yeah.
That was pretty freaky deaky.
Yeah, you didn't like that, huh?
No, that was so freaky. That was a little...
Yeah.
Puppets are just creepy.
Yeah, because they were crappy puppets.
Right.
They didn't really articulate
No.
the movements. They were it was like something on a stick.
Yeah, it was
right.
real, bad. Creepy.
Yeah.
That's what we say, creepy.
Creepy.
But I don't even were these local? Mr. Rogers was a local cable show, right? And I guess it was syndicated to the other PBS channels. Probably same with Magic Garden. Magic Garden, I think, was a cable channel, like Uncle Floyd.
Yeah, I think Magic Garden was like one of 21 or one of those weird channels, right?
Barney, I think, started like that. And
okay.
What was the other one with the?
Barney got huge though.
Yeah, he got big. For why? I don't know. What makes it big, right? Teletubbies.
No Barney without Pee Wee.
Yeah, see? He's an innovator.
Yeah.
And a masturbator.
Okay. You gotta do what you gotta do.
And I don't know if those two are mutually exclusive.
Were you an HR Puff and Stuff fan?
Yeah, with the Sigmund and the Sea Monster, and
yeah,
that was weird shit too.
That was like, it was.
That's like the precursor to E.T., right?
Like everything was really weird.
Right.
Yeah.
All the weird.
You know what was great about Sigmund and Sea Monsters? he had like buck teeth.
Yeah, he had one tooth.
And one would like flap.
Yeah.
Like when the guy in the suit was talking, it would flap.
Like a little door.
Yeah.
A little barn door.
Yeah, it was cool.
That yeah, they had the two. Like he had two of them that used to beat him up, right? Like there was other ones trying to chase him around.
Yeah, it was like Sharks and Jets, right? But they were sea monsters.
Yeah,
kind of
fucking
like they would attack his cave.
Yeah,
right.
It was weird.
Yeah,
they found him, right? They just like stumbled upon him, right? Surfing or something,
right?
So was that California cable access or Florida or something? Made it up here?
I don't know.
Some weird shit though.
Yeah,
like you got to be out there.
Sid and Marty Krofft were definitely high as shit making those shows.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
What's his name too? Is any of those guys? Jim Henson was probably some kind of.
Sure.
He's had to be banged up to be coming up with talking pigs and frogs and.
Yeah.
And then when he went way out there with the there was a dark crystal.
And then he got he brought it back with the two old guys. Like they're the only humans on the show, right?
Oh, and well, kind of right. They're like the doctor. The doctor. He was human.
Right, the doctor, the chef.
They were human.
The hippie girl in the band. Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh, and the dude, the guitar player. Dr. Teeth, right?
Dr. Teeth. He was a guitar player?
Yeah. It's Skunk Baxter.
Nice.
That's what he looks like to me.
Yeah.
But he also got weird when he started making those little weird bird-looking things.
Dark Crystal was kind of strange.
Yeah, it was strange.
Yeah.
Even the other one, when he had the Fraggles. That was out there. Mm-hmm. Got a whole underground city with little people building stuff. And
right. Down in Fraggle Rock.
Yeah. I always tell Lisa those things are in your body. Little people. Controlling stuff.
Nice.
If you got diarrhea, somebody's asleep at the packing.
Yeah.
At the packing department.
If you got diarrhea, that's because of sea monkeys. They're in there.
They took care of it.
That's your gut flora. Sea monkeys.
I thought somebody was just off shift and didn't have the lever, the compaction levers. Oh, you all right?
I'm trying to get comfortable.
It's your house. You should be comfortable.
I feel like we haven't recorded in like weeks.
Right.
It hasn't been that long.
Anytime you go over like one day of a week or like 9 days or something, you're like, oh man, been forever.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we're figuring it out.
Mm-hmm. I got off all next week. I'm excited.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I was thinking about taking the kids down to Wildwood.
Nice.
Let's do some day trip thing.
You have.
Like I probably won't be able to get any place to stay down there.
Maybe.
But I figured if I went there in a week, I could probably get a place in Atlantic City cheap.
Sure.
And then we could go down to Wildwood, do rides and whatnot down there, drive back to Atlantic City, and then I could teach them how to fight with guns and knives.
Perfect.
Yeah.
To win.
I'll introduce them to some Russian hookers at the Borgata.
Show them how to roll bums in the sand.
Yeah. Give them the full experience.
Yeah, give them the life lessons they probably so richly deserve.
Got to get by somehow.
So they're off the whole week or no?
Yeah, I'm picking them up tomorrow.
I'm gone for the week. Cool. Mm-hmm. Take them out, get some fake IDs down there on the boardwalk. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
You stick it in your cotton candy.
Your fake ID?
Yeah.
Your cotton candy? Take them over to get some angst out. I don't know if the thing is still there. It used to be a while where there was like a guy, and you'd shoot him with paintballs.
Oh, no kidding.
You'd pay whatever, and they'd give you a paintball full of bullets.
And just shoot the guy?
I think there was like a dude dressed up like a Sasquatch or something.
Nice.
Just take him out for a while. I don't know if he's still there.
That's funny.
But I mean, hey, something to do.
Yeah.
You know, do they like the beach?
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I mean,
it's cool.
I'm not a big beach fan.
I could do without.
Yeah, I don't need an hour sitting in the sand.
No, I'm not into cooking myself.
No. I do it bad enough walking around and doing stuff. I don't need to sit there and cook it up.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, what about, I was looking at this other thing that I had from a couple weeks ago about that dude from Australia who survived on a boat for 2 months, floating.
Whoa.
2 months. Drinking rainwater,
Fishing.
catching fish, eating raw fish, catching it. Him and his dog. 2 months survived. Could you do it?
I mean, you kind of go into that mode I would think.
Right, you have to
If you
figure
don't want to die, you
Right.
figure anything out.
Think you could live on a deserted island? Like
That
those
would suck.
stupid Naked and Afraid shows and stuff?
It would suck so bad.
Sure.
Yeah. To not know if you're ever going to get out of there, if you're going to starve to death.
Right.
Right.
Because you don't know how big the island is. You don't know what's on it.
Right.
Got to find food. Build shelter.
Yeah.
Like some of that stuff's easy, but then you're going to get to a point. Probably the boredom, too. Or do you get to a...
You got to be like Bear Grylls.
Yeah, but he's
got a high ground. See where you're at.
He's kind of a phony, right? You seen some of his phony stuff?
Well, yeah. I mean, he went home at night, but whatever.
Sometimes.
Yeah. To hotels and whatnot.
The best video is him saying...
They have to scout that stuff because look at the way the camera shoots are.
Oh, yeah.
You can't just get cameras anywhere.
Well, there was one guy who used to do it all by himself. He was from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember his name, but he would go out.
Survivor Man.
That's him. He
Yeah.
would play harmonica.
Yep.
Yeah, but those are all short-lived. Week, 10 days. I mean, you start getting into 6 months without seeing people and stuff. Like, you're either going to just live, but then you're going to be a fucking feral animal, probably.
Dude, think about, like, being a Viking and crossing the Atlantic Ocean.
Right.
In one of those stupid longboats that they had.
Right.
There's no top to it.
No. There's no downstairs.
Yeah, exactly. Or being one of Columbus's folks. Just
Right.
you just hit a beach and you just start walking.
Right. I like to think like those boats, like modern technology, they have pumps, right? Pumps the water out. Like you have a Viking boat and you're in the rain and you're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and you're just going to fill up with water and you have a bunch of Vikings with buckets.
There you go.
Zach Wilde and a bunch of other guys with buckets throwing
bucket brigade.
Throwing buckets
Nice.
water out of the boat. But yeah, that dude did for 2 months by himself, floating around until somebody found him.
But he did have the dog with him, so
right. It's companionship.
To keep you from going nutty.
Probably give him a reason to stay alive.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But I mean, just the idea of fishing and just...
You think having a dog made him, like, want to live more?
I think so.
Because he wanted to take care of the dog?
Right. Because he probably loved the dog more than himself.
No.
If it wasn't for the dog, he might have been like, I'll just ride.
So how did he get out there? Do you know? What's the backstory?
From what I remember, he was sailing or something and his boat broke.
Oh,
and his radio went, whatever. He had no communication and just went adrift.
I can't do boats, man.
Like not even for a short trip or a trip?
I mean, I can. I just don't... It doesn't do anything for me.
Right. You don't like fishing?
No. I'm like, what are we doing here?
You're fishing.
I'll go to the fish market.
I mean, it would save
a
bunch of hours.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not a big fan. I mean, I would boat with a purpose. Like, oh, we're going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't want to just wander aimlessly and then, okay, we're going home. I don't see the interest in that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, we're just going to go out, stare at the horizon, and come back. No.
Yeah.
I mean, take me out fishing. Okay, I'll fish for a little while. But I don't know. I mean, I own a dock. I don't have a boat.
Right.
That says enough.
Yeah, it's painful.
Yeah, expensive.
It's a lot of work. Yeah. We used to go out on your neighbor's boat. Damon's boat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He had a boat.
Mm-hmm.
I got him in trouble.
You did?
Yeah, when we were at that Super Bowl party, and I was sitting with his wife and him, and I was like...
This past one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said to... we were talking about that whole shore existence and how I said, did you guys have a boat? And he did. He said, yeah, I had a boat. I'm like, would you have one of those living rooms, like those pontoon boats? And his old lady just went, no. And his face was like, I go, what? He told me they weren't allowed in our area.
Oh, those pontoon boats?
He said, what? I'm like, looking at him, I'm like, weren't allowed? I'm like, well, maybe they changed the law. She was like, they were allowed, weren't they? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, those are like living rooms. When people just go out, they float around. You've seen them. The flat boats, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they use them up at the lake, one of the places I play at. It's on the lake, and they go out there, and they're just wandering around. They get bombed. They get hammered at a fucking bar. 8 people get on a boat.
The lake I was at this weekend was really nice.
Remember the name of it?
No, it's up there.
Hopakon?
No, it wasn't that one.
Because that's near there.
There's a bar called Alibi. It's right on the lake.
Yes.
You know the place?
Mm-hmm.
Did you play there?
I've never played there, but I know where. I thought that was part of Hopakon. Or was it the other lake?
It's not. It's a different one. They told me. I forgot.
There's a bunch of places up there like that, though. They're all over the lakes.
Yeah. So there was a bunch of people who lived across the lake.
Mm-hmm.
They just drive the boat on shore and then drive it out.
Right.
And go back home.
And the person's on the lake with the backyard and the pool on the lake?
No.
Oh, this was
it's just other people that we knew there at the bar.
Okay.
And they were like, all right, see you later.
Yep.
But instead of getting into their car, they jump in the boat and they go to their house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool as hell.
Yeah. I mean,
it was like glass, too.
Yeah. Where we play, there's like dock, and people dock up, they drink for a bunch, and then they wander off into another bar and drink. And they're in the middle of that lake is an island that every night I'm just waiting to see an explosion like an 80s movie.
Yeah.
Like a Michael Bay movie. Like,
yeah.
Oh, they found the island.
That's it.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing. Like, it's just like the people are interesting.
To live on the lake.
Yeah. It's interesting up there. It's a little lawless. I don't see a lot of cops up there.
Yeah, the one lady we were hanging out with, her husband's a cop.
Oh, yeah? Up there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's weird because he lives in the town that he's a cop.
Right.
And normally,
is that the rule?
They don't let you do that. Right?
I don't know. Well, I don't know because I got cops from my town that live on my block.
Yeah?
I knew you had to be close. I don't know. I didn't know you had to. I don't think you have to live there, right?
You can't do that if you live in the city. I know that. If you're NYPD, you can't live in the city. You can't live in the same borough that you work in, I think.
So you can live in Brooklyn and work in Manhattan.
Yeah, I believe so.
Because that would be a nightmare if you had to cross bridges and tunnels to get to work. And there was an emergency.
Sure. Yeah.
So, but yeah, the lake life is interesting out there. That's all. The people are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little strange.
These were a decent bunch of people.
Maybe they don't have the same chemicals in their lake as the other one.
Maybe.
The lake that I play on, there's some interesting characters.
They were all like, they all knew each other because their kids all go to school together. You know, it's like you take them to football practice, I'll pick them up.
Right. You like the outsider looking in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I met so many people, I'll never remember their names.
Yeah, it's usually the case.
Yeah.
They were pleasant?
Yeah, they were cool. They were nice.
Good.
Yeah. So her one nephew played on a Friday night, and then he played Saturday night in a full band.
Where did the full band play? Up that way?
At the same place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
They did the Jersey mix of songs.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
I have to do that every week.
Everybody's version of Bright Sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You try doing it 12 times.
Yep.
Karaoke night.
And the lit song.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do the lit song.
I told these guys, I had a bunch of ideas, like, because we're doing this live band karaoke, and people are usually a mess. 1 in 10 are good, but they're mostly a mess. They don't know what they're doing. I mean, you had Freddie Mercury singing underneath you for 10 years. Now you're out there on your own. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
You're fronting the band.
Yeah.
But I told them we should either do something like get a crane machine, and you don't even put your money. You get one shot. You crane a ball, and that's the song you're doing. Like,
no matter what it is.
Yeah, you're a dude and you're singing "I Want to Dance with Somebody."
Yeah,
have at it.
It's raining men.
Yeah, whatever. I think that, or we have a wheel like with tough songs or crazy songs like "South of Heaven" or something.
Right.
And like, if you could sing one of these, we'll give you like $30. Spin the wheel and see what you come up with.
Nice.
Trying to do something, because that's one of the biggest problems. It's 100 songs to choose from.
Right.
But the same 15 are chosen. People gravitate to those songs, so you have to deny people. Like, then you just hear the last guy, he just did it, so maybe you shouldn't do that. Pick a different one. You can come up and sing, but pick a different one.
Yeah, and they can't do it.
They usually don't want to. You get there's like 3 types. You get the shy person who can sing, and they do all right, but they're just like standing there. They're scared.
Right.
But they do it. They get through it. You get the person who has about 3% courage, so she brings 9 people up with her to make up for the courage.
Yeah.
So they'll all stand around and make some noise, hoot and holler, and then they'll choke through it.
And they all sing "Shot Through the Heart."
Not that one.
No. Not that one.
Then you got this guy, girl, whatever. He's got his focus on the song he knows, right? I'm gonna do, I don't know. I want to be sedated.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that on lock because he's done it his whole life at karaoke.
Right.
He gets up on stage and he does "I Want to Be Sedated," and he does it okay. He's great. Hey, you did "I Want to Be Sedated." Everybody claps, yeah. So now the claps give this guy a little bit of extra courage, and so he says, "I'm going to go for round 2."
Not good.
Should have quit on top, kid. You should have quit after Justice for All, but nope, you went and made that black record.
You got dangerous.
Yeah, that's what they do, and they just can't do it. Or they go, they go a little left to center, but they're not always. Oh well, I just sang that great. I'll go sing whatever that.
Right.
Because I've heard it, I can sing it. No.
Yeah.
Majority of the people though, they have a great time. We have a great time. It's fun. It's hilarious because in the breaks, usually people buy us a few drinks. It's nice. They're on vacation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not their life. It's a great way to not have to. It's a great way to do the Jersey 6 without having to actually do them because you get 6 different people every week singing them same songs, those crappy ass songs that every cover band does.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So if you got the nerve, and you can hear this, come up and make your old presence felt.
Yeah. Good stuff. I'll get down there one day.
Yeah, well, not until late. You got till Labor Day.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Down.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So what else you got on your world?
That's it, man. Disappeared for the whole weekend.
Which is a good change.
Got a week off with the kids.
It's a good break, right? From pounding the pavement every week.
They called me in Saturday and Sunday and turned them down both days.
And they know you're work. Yeah, they know you're off. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you need that break. You've been hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
A lot.
Too much.
Yeah.
Some say too much.
Yeah, some could shut up. They're not paying my bills.
That's right.
Yeah.
Until you got everything you want, then shut up.
Yeah. I got to win that lottery, man.
Dude. 1.5 billion?
Yes.
So it's going to be even higher? It's unthinkable.
Mm-hmm.
It's unimaginable. So if somebody actually hands you a check for, what do you think?
$1 billion?
Oh,
well, out of that?
700 million?
Yeah, 7, 8, probably a little bit more than half, right?
Right. Imagine it, just for showing up.
Because that's what, a 45% tax bracket?
It's something pretty high, right?
Yeah.
So, and you just show up with that, slide that across the jerk.
Yeah. Imagine.
I'll take 20 of the big ones.
I'm gonna open an account here to what?
I better open 17.
We can't even put it in a bank, right?
Yeah, I don't know what you would do, right? You'd have to go to...
Because they only insure like 100,000 or something.
Right, but there are... What if I guess most 500 millionaires, right? It's assets more than actual money.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to find... But they'd have to put it in 500 accounts or whatever. I don't know what they insure your money up to.
Mm.
If they only insure your money up to $250,000.
I guess you'd put it in.
That's 2,000 accounts you're gonna have.
You could put it in an investment account.
Something.
Right.
Something where it can just sit safely.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do? What would be the first thing you did with $700 million besides disconnect your phone?
Oh, I'd probably move.
Right away?
Start looking for how. You can't live in the same neighborhood being a billionaire.
No, you can't.
No.
But would that be the first thing you do, or would you keep it?
Get the fuck out.
Would you keep it under wraps? Like
buy a tank.
Start metal plating.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, would you hold on to it first? Like, okay, because you could be anonymous, right? You don't have to be known. It doesn't have to be known that you won the lottery.
How do you keep that under wraps?
Probably impossible.
Dude, I got $1 billion.
Yes. How much is that?
Yeah.
Well, I really like to buy this car, but it's $40,000.
Yeah, have it on me, dude.
I said to Lisa, I'm like,
I'll take one of those and one of those. Get that guy what he wants.
That's what I said to Lisa. I said, if we won it, I would just get my house as soon as I saw my neighbors. I'm like, keep it. Throw them the keys.
Yeah.
Build a tunnel.
I always said I would go to Long Island and buy the house next to my ex-wife's house.
Just have it.
Yeah.
Just have it.
Just give the guy like a briefcase with $1 million in cash. House is mine. Get out.
Yeah, what's it going to take to get rid of this house? What's it
Yeah.
going to take to get you out of this house?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're it's just unthinkable is to just give you that much money and they're like, have fun.
Oh, it's so great, man.
Like, you just like,
I'd go on a couple trips.
you don't think the government would be like, the moment you walked out of the door, you'd have some lobbyist, hey, a minute?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on in my office for
Yeah.
a second. Like, I can't imagine.
Like Brewster's Millions, where there's like,
Yeah.
we're going to take an iceberg and move it down south.
I need new leather seats for my helicopter.
Yeah.
Like the fucking jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but you submit yours across the table, you've signed all the paperwork, they just handed the check, and they're like, why are you still here? Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye. You just got to walk out shaking in the middle of Trenton, New Jersey with a check for...
Yeah. If they give you one of those big checks.
Yeah.
The, what is that?
Oh,
the
big-
publisher clearinghouse
The big foam
check?
check.
Yeah.
Hitting the walls and stuff. You're walking down the street to get your car.
Yeah.
Just,
It's supposed to be anonymous.
yeah, all the classy citizens of
Yeah,
Trenton.
it's in Trenton, right?
Yeah.
That's shady as shit.
So all
down there.
all the classy citizens are like, what's going on over there?
Yeah. Oh, you're a big check guy, huh?
Yeah, right? People,
Yeah.
people just probably post up. See who leaves the building
They'd
with
probably
a big
wait
check.
there.
Yeah.
Like,
Look at that guy. Got a
Yeah.
big check. Get him.
yeah. It's like waiting for the pizza man.
Right.
If you take his cash.
Or his sandwiches.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mm. Can't ever forget that.
That is the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, crazy shit.
dude.
Dude.
Dude. I just remember standing there eating a sandwich. And like 10 police cars showed up and they're like, oh, looking at me and somebody else, a friend of ours going,
Yeah.
You're not running? No. Eating a sandwich. Where am I running to? You going to be here when I get back? Probably. Go try to round up people.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
the weird things that kids do. Imagine we had that kind of money back then. There'd be nobody left.
No. They would all overdosed on cocaine.
I always figured,
Cocaine and steroids.
yeah, that heart would have just,
Yeah.
you just sort of heard the popping. Lost another one.
Yeah. Exactly.
Roll him down the stairs.
It'd be like that heart in Airplane. Just bouncing across the desk.
I always figured if the opportunity came to win that kind of money, it would be like, go to a town that has like 10 restaurants, bars, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, listen, we'll figure this out at the end, or you could take, I don't know, 15 grand off of me right now, but you're going to see people walk in with a certain wristband, give them what they want. They come in, they want a cocktail, give them a cocktail. They want sandwiches, food, whatever. Give them whatever they want. And I would just round those people up at the end of the night and be like, we're done. Don't call.
That's it?
They'll be looking for a dime.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's
had
over.
the party. Good to see you. I mean, you'd
Yeah.
of course be in touch with a few good friends, but
Right.
the hanger-ons that would find out that you had money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it become your best buddy.
You having a party at your place? Not for you.
Yeah. Not for you. Get
Hey.
the hell out.
You think he'd be accepted by the other ultra-rich?
No.
Like,
Well, it depends.
they'd be like, oh, where's his money from? 'Cause it's
Yeah.
always about status.
Yeah. There's probably some of that.
How do you make his money? He got lucky,
Yeah.
you know.
The lottery.
Yeah.
Right.
They must say it about, what's his name, right? When he got hit by the truck. Tracy Morgan. When he got all that cash from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
They were probably like, oh. So he didn't really make it successfully on TV. He got run over.
But he was. I mean,
He was
30 Rock
successful.
was already huge.
I thought that was a great show. Did you like that show?
I never watched it.
Great show. And I don't even like Alec Baldwin. He was
Mhm.
great in it. Everybody in that show was great.
That's one of the ones I missed.
Well, you can
I
still-
missed the boat on.
I think you still see it.
Sure.
It's out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything's out there. You don't miss anything anymore.
Mm-mm.
That's why this strike's never going to end.
No, because they don't need to.
No.
They
People-
don't need new content.
there's so much content backlogged, and I'm sure like some of those major studios, if they really were desperate, they would just go, oh, here's a pile of movies from the 30s you guys probably forgot about.
Yeah.
Here's a pile from the 60s. Here's our blaxploitation group. Like,
yeah,
we keep you busy because they would just put it in the forefront. No problem.
Yeah. They're going to be, they're talking about staying out till Christmas.
The writers and the actors? Both?
I don't know. My woman, this woman that I work with, somebody in her family, it's like a, whatever. I don't know what he does, cameraman or something.
He works.
And they're talking about being out until December.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, though, because if you made a movie that wasn't part of a major studio, they could still film it because it was non-union.
Yeah.
There were a few of them. Yeah, I think they're letting a few movies still go on that were more independent-based.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really, I don't think that's really the essence of the strike, right? Isn't a shutdown is a shutdown? That's a little gray area.
Yeah. I mean,
it's happening in New Brunswick. The nurses, one of the major hospitals, Robert Wood Johnson's striking.
Really?
They just, they're striking. And there's a few nurses who contacted the other hospitals. Hey, you think we can have a job?
Sad thing is that the nurses can't go to the movies now.
That's right. They have nothing to do but picket.
That's right.
And the studios, I even read an article on that. The studios, the one studio, they went and they cut down all the trees on the sidewalk where they were picketing. So there's no shade.
Yeah.
And they just fined them like $200 because they didn't get a permit. They're like, oh, sorry. He cut down all the fucking trees. That's a spite. I mean,
it's funny.
It's classy. It's a great move, but I'm like, wow. It just cut out all that guy's trees.
Yeah.
The only thing you had was that little patch of shade every time you went around. I mean, whatever your pace was.
Right, yeah.
You're like a bad version of musical chairs. Oh, man, it's California sun's killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even got that, you fucking idiot.
Got to walk under your sign.
Yeah, right? So it's just going to be a war of attrition, right? Who's going to run out first? Who's going to run out? Whose pockets are going to empty first?
Yeah.
And I have a feeling it's going to be the people, not the corporations.
Yep.
I mean, what are you going to do? That's what we're built on.
They got more money.
That's right. I was like, that. I got the Elon Musk on here. My little subject is Musk don't give a fuck.
Nice.
That was my title.
That's a good note.
I mean, because it was all during when X started.
Yeah. That happened like overnight, right?
Yeah.
Like he was just like, it's X now.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's like, and so he calls it X. People are up in arms, right? Oh, we're still going to call it Twitter. He's like, I don't care. It's X. And so then the other one, what's his name?
Did he say
dude.
why?
Oh, him? He said he has an affinity for the letter X. He loves the letter X.
Oh, okay.
So we might not take a few $100 million company and make it X. So the other cat,
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he tries to start his own. Remember, he came out with the big release, Threads.
Meta. Oh, Threads.
No, Threads.
Okay.
And he had this huge sign up, and the news was, oh my God, Zuckerberg's gonna kill Twitter. It's like a week later, they were like, he lost half his subscriptions because it was like a lot of ads, I guess, and stuff. And,
yeah.
And but it's just hilarious that the media hates Elon Musk so much,
right? Yeah,
saying it's the death blow to him.
Of course.
And now he ain't saying shit. Not even like, oh, yeah, they lost half their stuff. I don't know what happened. That's amazing. Everything.
They try to push it, right? But it doesn't always work for them.
No.
They're nonsense.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's just so much. It's just so much hate for one guy.
They latch onto like a couple people and try to make their life miserable.
Oh God.
And you just can't back down to them.
No, they just fight right through.
Yeah.
It's like every single one of them, and it's like, I mean, they're still going on with the Bud Light boycott, which isn't a boycott anymore. People just aren't buying that shitty beer. You know what I mean? Like,
we're just done with your crap.
Yeah, it's like
your swill out of here.
I mean, but if you read the articles, every article is is framed it because of the transgendered person that they partnered with, but it wasn't. It was that was part of it, but the other part was that the lady, the marketing genius, said, "We're going to lose the fratty people. We're going to be inclusive," and all the fratty people, who are the people who buy that shit, go,
right,
all right, see ya.
Yeah, we got something else.
All right, we're out. See how you like it, and they were out. Now they got some other crappy beer they're drinking, right? I mean, do you really at 22 years old care if you're drinking Bud Light or Coors Light?
Or Meisterbrow.
Yeah. Schlitz or whatever they're drinking.
Peels.
Oh. Hey, nothing beat living in L.A. drinking beer.
It's just that beer on it?
Yeah, it's
nice.
The white cans with the blue lettering. Just a beer. Like that was there, no frills. Do they even do that anymore?
I don't know.
Remember that as a kid in the store?
Yeah.
No frills stuff. It was just like a blank label. And it said what it was. Like beans. Corn.
I don't know.
And then I think it's evolved.
Because now everybody has their own brand.
Right. So I think that evolved into the house brand, the store's brand.
Right.
But no frills were the thing. It was like just whatever the thing was on the label. It's a carrot. It's a corn.
69 cents.
That's right. Hey, when we were in LA, we would just open the packages and eat in the aisles.
Yeah, I did a lot of that myself.
You can really eat hot dogs without cooking them.
They're pre-cooked.
It's bologna.
Yeah.
It's too bologna.
Yeah, all that juice in the bag.
Gross.
Hey, man. You got to stay hydrated somehow.
You do what you have to.
You were squeezing hot dogs last week, trying to get the juice out of them.
Get the juice out of them.
You didn't even have to. It was already in the bag.
That's right. Oh, man.
Little hot dog IV.
We won't need to worry about that anymore. Would you still live humble if you had $500 million, or would you just be like fucking go all out?
Probably, because I don't like stupid shit.
Right.
Like, I see giant homes. I'm like, what do I need 12 bedrooms for?
Agree.
I'm not going to put a basketball court in my house. I don't like basketball.
Right.
Right? Like.
Right. You'd have few of the things that you want.
I would put mud wrestling in there. That's what I would do.
I'm sure you'd have no shortage of people that would mud wrestle.
Of course not.
As soon as they heard where they're going.
Yeah.
As soon as the gates open.
Like a little amphitheater with the mud wrestling ring.
Like Circus Maximus. Or whatever that was.
Yeah. Thunderdome.
Just eating grapes on your couch. Hold them.
Let him die.
Hold that one under the mud. That useless thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't imagine the inundated left and right of people just going to try to get your money.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've heard it.
I'm sure you would donate money. Everybody would donate money somehow, but
some of it, sure.
They would find out that you did, and they would be on it.
Well, I would take care of a lot of people. I mean, the people who were close to me.
Of
they
course.
would, be like, mortgage be gone.
You could probably take care of the biggest circle or whatever the most circle you want, and you wouldn't even feel it.
Yeah. If you had like $800 million.
You wouldn't feel any of that.
Yeah.
You could pay off everybody and still have
$750 million.
Even probably $775.
Right.
Because every person you know doesn't have.
They don't need $1 million each.
No. I mean, at least we're talking about that. Like the qualification of rich, right? That's a sliding scale, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody thinks you're rich.
Sure.
Because of what you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
The idea of like not having to worry about, this guy doesn't have to worry about paying his bills because he's got a job that pays his bill. He pays his bills every month. That guy's rich,
Yeah.
So, but then there's the TV version of where you're rich, Muffy.
Right.
Your fancy cars and your big houses and all that shit.
Poodle that you dye pink.
For no good reason.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, I wouldn't get the poodle.
I'd get a pool. I'd love a pool.
A pool shaped like a bass clef?
No, it's getting exercise done. Well, maybe 2 hot tubs.
I'd get my own lazy river. That's what I would do.
There you go.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Just float like around and
all the time.
Yeah.
And then just have a retractable roof. So when the winter comes, you just retract the roof, put the roof over.
Yeah.
I mean, the lazy river.
Would you stay in New Jersey?
I don't know.
No, you can't.
It's hard to.
I mean, you might hold a residence here, but
Yeah, I think you'd pop a couple places.
Yeah.
One on the west, try somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere in Hawaii.
Yeah. Hang out with Todd Rundgren or whatever. I think he lives in Hawaii.
No, I don't want to see him.
You don't like Todd?
I don't have anything against him. I just don't care.
I mean, play poker with him or whatever.
That's funny because Steven Tyler also lives there. So
Hawaii?
Yeah.
You know, you'd want a place in the city.
I think it's funny because they share
a kid.
a history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he raise his kid?
Yep.
That was all confusing.
Yeah. I don't know how they didn't know that was his kid.
Yeah, she's a spitting image.
Yeah, exactly.
She's a lipping image. But yeah, maybe you pick out Quadra, right? You don't want to move to California because it's California, but maybe you move to Montana.
Yeah.
You know, or not even Oregon, right? A little dicey out there now, too.
Corny.
All
Corny
right.
places.
Maybe something down in Texas.
Yeah, Texas I would do.
I wouldn't do Florida. Not a fan.
No?
Not a fan.
But what about in the Keys?
I don't know. I've never been.
They're cool. I could do that.
Yeah?
You don't want to drive around South Beach in a Ferrari?
No, because you know how long it would take me to get out of a Ferrari?
That would be awesome.
I would get a pickup truck.
Yeah.
I can get a Ferrari-themed pickup truck. It's not that I couldn't get out of it. It's just be a pain in the ass to get out of it.
Yeah.
I hate getting out of people's cars as it is. Because they're just too low.
Sure.
These legs don't need to be that low to the ground. But it'd be fun to have one. Take it on a track or something.
Yeah, I couldn't see you driving it.
Could you imagine? Just all head of a whole Ferrari. I can't even imagine, like, used to see, what's his name? Forbes? Steve Forbes? Used to see him Sunday morning sometimes driving his green Ferrari. And it would just, like, you just hear it up in the hills. Picking my buddy up to
What kind of green?
Like that limey.
Oh, like a highlighter?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That whatever Ferrari green is. Whatever
Okay.
it is. Lamborghini green. I don't know what. It's one of those cars. But it was a fast one.
You can't put Lamborghini green on a Ferrari.
So it's one or the other. He had the one that was green.
That's
how much I know about cars.
That would start a war.
That's how much I know about cars. If it's got if it starts or it's got a radio, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ferrari has either of those. I never hear anybody gets a Ferrari for the good stereo.
It's cabin for two,
I
right?
can't, and hitting the bumps.
Yeah.
Especially in this godforsaken state. There's a lot of holes, a lot of bumps.
Yeah, you can't open it up here anyway.
No. Got to get a place probably in the city, right? Got to get some kind of apartment.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah. Something make it private, you know.
So I would probably do Hawaii. I would do one in the city. I'd, I don't know, maybe like
Connecticut?
coast of Italy or something like that.
What's that one place?
A villa.
Where do they all go? They don't all go.
Malfoy Coast or something.
One of them that's hard to get to.
Hard to get to.
Well, like the tourists can't just show up. They got a boat over there. So, you know, like one of those really tricky coastal towns.
Okay.
Where they can't really just get there, you know, every day, like where they have to work to get there.
Right.
You know, one of those type of places.
Okay. Like they check your bank book.
Yeah. There you go.
And they sink the boat.
Yeah.
As you're trying to come over.
You just hear the bullet.
Yeah. All right, maybe I'd get a submarine.
Not from that one guy, but
no.
You'd be better off with the cartels. Though.
Yeah.
They seem to work better. So you'd get an international place. And you'd travel, of course. I guess you would you think you'd run out of stuff to do?
No. Never. Hell no.
You could do the strangest shit you want, though, if you just had an idea in your head. Let's go grab a plane and go hit the Northern Lights. We've never seen it.
Yeah.
Just grab a pirate plane.
I mean, you could do, like, even if you want to keep doing the same things you do. Excuse me. Throw a band together, you go on tour. It's paid for.
Sure.
You don't have to worry about it if it loses money. Who gives a shit?
Right. Because it's never going to lose that much money.
Yeah.
Even if it was terrible, it's never going to, you know, and it might be.
Right.
You're never going to lose $100 million.
People would come to see you just because you're the billionaire guy.
Right. Yeah, doesn't what's his name do that? He's not a billionaire, I don't think. The guy who owns the Knicks, Madison Square Garden dude. He's got a blues band.
Does he now?
Yeah.
Does he play with Dr. House?
Dr. House?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a blues guy too, right?
Yep.
Gary Sinise and those guys. No, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Breakers or something. I don't know the name of the band.
Okay.
JJ's. I forget. But he goes on the road, probably puts the whole bill. And
Yeah,
could
why
care
not?
less if it doesn't do anything because
It's got to be great.
he owns the Garden.
Yeah.
He owns the Knicks.
Yeah, you get to stay in real hotels.
Yeah.
Not Motel 6 nonsense.
Well, maybe you look at the band. Go, you ever been on the road? No. All right. Well, you could sleep in the van for the first 6 months. I want you to have the real rock experience.
That would be so douchey.
Wouldn't it? This guy's been playing for like 50
Just
years.
walk in there every day with a bugle, play roll call.
Or just throw it at somebody. Throw the bugle. Get up.
Get up, some bitch.
I mean, that would be like it'd be like a Make-A-Wish for 4 lousy musicians. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you could play wherever you want. Money would be no object. To be like, hey, thinking about playing this, some big place.
I would hire a band and tell them they all had to dress like the Blue Man Group, but they'd be the only one.
The Blue Man Group. And you can't speak.
Can't say a word.
Were they mimes too, the Blue Man Group, or were they just drummers?
Just drummers.
I never saw it.
just
I never
drummers.
saw it live.
I did.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
I saw the other ones. Cirque du Soleil.
Movement shots.
No, remember. Cirque du Soleil.
Did I see one of those? No, I didn't.
I've seen them in Vegas with the Beatles thing.
Mm-hmm.
They did the whole Beatles.
Right. Beatles Circus.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was like, it was like set to the music of the Beatles, but like they're doing circus tricks. It didn't make a lick of sense, but it was a thing that
Doesn't have to.
No.
Was it like a Magical Mystery Tour music?
I think it was just called Love, and it was just Beatles songs, just a cross-reference of Beatles.
Yeah, when I think of love songs, I definitely think of a circus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need love.
Yeah.
That lobster lady and the bearded guy or whatever.
Lobster lady.
Lobster lady and the fat man, they all need love.
Sure.
But I don't even know if it is a circus. I don't know what you'd call
Cirque
it.
du Soleil?
Yeah. It's acrobats. There are no
Yeah.
lions. There are no lions.
No.
No lions, no circus. No tigers, no circus.
The elephant doing the trunk to tail.
Yeah. Bounce on a ball, whatever, bear.
Yeah.
No, none of that, no circus. You're a fraud. I mean, but they did have the tigers, and look what happened. Ate that dude.
He's delish.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah.
Took a bite out of that.
Was it Roy or was it Siegfried?
I don't know. Aren't they the same?
Roy.
Is it interchangeable? Like, are you Roy? No. He is. And then you're getting, so you think that this tiger's your buddy, snuggling up, and one day on stage,
Yeah.
little like King Kong
You whipped
action,
him a little too hard.
some flash photography, like
Yeah.
King Kong, and he forgets who he is, and he took a bite out of
Young
Kong.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why did he think that he was going to be cool with that? Why do you think that tiger was going to be cool with all that?
People are weird, man. They get like crazy ass
Yeah.
pets and they just expect animals to just be their pets. They're animals. Yeah.
Yeah, the more undomesticated, the worse they are. You're going to go grab a squirrel off the tree and, come on, you're a pet now.
Yeah.
That's Christmas. Like, fuck you, I ain't no pet.
Right.
First
Just
chance I get, I'm out of here.
Scratch your
Right.
face up.
Whatever I got to do to get out of here, I'm getting out of here, you son of a bitch. It's like a kidnapping.
Yeah.
Animal kidnapping. Don't kidnap animals, kids. You heard that here first. Maybe it is.
Words to live by.
Kids?
Yeah.
Did you meet
Countrymen, children,
countrymen?
listeners of the podcast.
Huh? I think I lost something there.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I haven't slept in days.
You probably haven't. We're on a whirlwind tour. Yeah, man.
I went way hard last night.
Oh, yeah? Did you stay up that way? Is that why you were... Did you actually come back here?
No.
All right.
No.
Well, that's good.
I wasn't driving.
No, you're banged up.
Yes.
That's the John C. Reilly face. Everybody, me and the drummer for the wedding band over the week were talking about that scene in Boogie. You've seen Boogie Nights, right?
Yeah, of course.
And he's singing really bad. You're a winner, and the guy's dancing. He's pointing, and they get in the booth, and he's like, "Think you should turn the bass down? It's really taking away from my vocal." They pan over to John C. Reilly's. Turn it down. That face. Do you think you tend to go harder when you're in a situation where you don't know everybody personally?
No.
No, it's the same hardness. If you knew everybody in the room.
The night before, I had a drink and a half,
Okay.
and then the next night I had 6 or 7
Okay.
doubles.
Jack and Cokes.
Yeah.
No swinging though.
4. No, not swinging.
That's you've matured.
4 Jack and Coke doubles, and then 2 shots of Jack Honey at the end of the night.
And no swinging. That's
No swinging.
To me, that's progress. That's maturity.
And no driving.
It's maturity.
I've arrived.
So, but you did get home safe. You didn't take the boat.
No boats.
There's a pirate ship by the karaoke thing I want to steal so bad.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Just push the Black Pearl out there to the bay and get going. I don't know how to drive it, but I think it would be awesome. Stealing a pirate ship?
Yeah.
Right after the last gig?
I mean, how ironic would it be?
That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Just all of a sudden, just leave my amps there, just run, unhook the pirate ship and get going. I don't think anybody would stop me because I don't think anybody would know what the fuck was going on. Like, I'd have a good 20-minute head start before people realize.
How would you even get it going?
I don't know. It's got to be a key.
There's got to be a key.
I think it's a front. You know what I mean? So it's like a...
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that happened... oh my God. My kid was like... I want to say 3. I don't know. We were at a birthday party at a firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Kids. Tons of little kids, right?
Right.
So the fire chief was there because he was
Face
friends.
painting and all that?
No, just hanging, dancing,
Okay.
singing, whatever kids do.
Okay.
No clowns.
Mm-hmm.
No one or otherwise. So because the father of the main kid was friends with the chief showed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So chief thought he was going to be fun. Hey, kids, want to go see a fire truck? Okay. Brings, 15 kids onto this fire truck, right?
Right.
And they're all around looking at all the shiny stuff, right? And my kid's in the middle of them all. And I'm like talking to one of the fathers or something. And I'm like, said to the chief, I go, you got them all in there by themselves? He's like, yeah. It's like, where are the keys? Are they in the the visor like in a movie? He's like,
right.
He goes, no, it's electronic. There's a sequence you got to. And his eyes went up. And there's 14 kids pointing at my kid.
Nice.
He's like, what did you do? She's like, I hit this one, and this one, and it started. Get off the fucking thing, kids. Get out of it. I was like, maybe we should put the keys in the thing up top.
Yeah, exactly.
Put something
Put
on
them
it.
under the mat. Something.
Put a kill switch on this thing. Whoops. Yeah, I think it's a pirate ship wrapped, like a fake pirate ship, like there's a boat in there, a real boat in there.
Like a barge.
Yeah, like a tugboat or I don't know.
Frozen grouper downstairs.
Maybe. Why is it going to be frozen? It's a fresh catch. Get a fresh catch on the pirate ship.
Scully's Catches of the Day.
That movie.
Yeah.
So it's your lobsters?
Yeah.
Is that your wife? Oh, it was a great movie.
It's good shit.
Yeah. Start unloading this specials so I can get the boat faster. Right? Dumping frozen TV dinners. Oh, man. So, yeah, no. That's maturity. You didn't get in trouble. You drank like a fish.
I did.
Did other people in the party drink as much?
There was some interpretive dance going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
During the live show?
During the live show.
So the kid was playing at Alibis?
Yep. He did a solo acoustic thing on Friday.
Right.
And then
at Alibis, yeah.
the full band the next day.
I know the place.
Yep.
But did anybody else go hard?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. You just get to look like, oh man, that guy can drink.
No, I don't think so.
What are you drinking, guy? Seltzer in a can?
I was drinking with this one guy who was going hard from the moment I met him. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Well, you got to find a comrade in arms when you're in that situation.
Yeah, so I went to order a shot for me and the lady I was hanging out with, and that guy was there at the bar.
Okay.
I had met him earlier.
Oh, he was already there when you got there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was drinking Jameson on the rocks. Finished it. And I said to the bartender, let me have 2 shots of Jack Honey and refill him.
Okay.
And she brought out a 3rd shot for him. So I had to do the shot with him, and then I couldn't bring her a shot by itself.
Right.
I bought you a shot. So I had to get a 2nd shot.
That's yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Bad
how I ended.
form.
Yeah, I ended my night with 2 shots.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Damn.
This wasn't a good idea.
No. That morning is sore. Yeah. But that's cool. That's what I mean, though. It's like sometimes you get into situations where you're with strangers. You're like, oh, I'm just going to keep drinking. Fuck it. Something will unlock.
Yeah, it's just like I get something in my hand. I
Yeah.
gotta hold something.
Sure.
I just sip on it, and I'm like, oh, that was 4 doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start running out of sips turn into gulps, and yeah. But that's cool. Hey.
We had a designated driver, so it was great.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah.
Like that.
It was cool.
Yeah.
So she dropped us off at the house, took the car to her place, and then I went to pick it up today.
Nice. On poolside.
Watched the turkey vultures up ahead, up in the sky, circling.
Can't kill them.
You're not allowed?
No.
I was planning it out. Like, she has 2 dogs, right? She has one of the smaller one's a Jack Russell Terrier.
Mm-hmm.
So we were saying they're gonna come dive at the dog.
I don't think they do that.
I don't think so either, but
The hawks only.
yeah.
I think the vultures wait for the hawks to finish their part.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
But they're illegal to kill. Catch-22 is if you want to get rid of them, you have to kill one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
To get rid of turkey vultures from your area, you have to kill a turkey vulture. There has to be a dead one. Sounds like a joke I heard once as a kid.
Okay.
About keeping people
you
out
got
of
to
your
send a
neighborhood.
message.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you kill one, but you can't kill him, so you got to hope he dies by natural causes. It becomes a whole big thing.
Put his wing in the nest.
Yeah.
As a message.
Just throw it at them.
Yeah.
Just throw the head at them when they circle.
Yeah. So I was thinking of ways. If the bird did the dive,
right?
Like, what would you do?
At you?
Yeah,
or
like thought you were going to be lunch.
You'd have to just duck, move. He's more agile than you, most likely.
Yeah. Like the beak will tear you up, right?
Right, or the
claws will tear you up.
Right.
Yeah, I would grab it, try to wrap it up,
okay,
and then dive into the pool.
There you go.
And drown that bitch.
There you go. That's not a bad move, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, you drowned it."
Like, do what I got to do. Keep the.
I was like, "It's got to take him out of his element." He'd be like, "I don't know what to do now." Maybe
not...
stop biting and scratching.
Yeah,
me,
I mean,
right?
because you got to figure out which way does he come at you. Does he come at you like an eagle with the claws out, or does he come at you? It's a dive bomber. You know what I mean? You ever watch an eagle catch a fish? He comes down with the claws out.
Yeah.
So does he come in penetrating?
That's a good question. I would think so.
Right.
I think they all have to kind of put the brakes on, right?
Right, kind of. Because they're gonna hit an immovable object in the size of a person once they size you up and go, whoa.
Right. Plus, they want to pick it up, right?
Right. But that's what I mean. Or does he have to injure you first and then come back around and pick you up?
Like, really just dive through you?
Yeah. Try to knock you off.
Yeah.
And then come back and finish the job.
He's like a black belt trying to break boards. You gotta aim through the boards.
Yeah, maybe like a joust. He's gonna come in, take you off the horse, and then finish you off.
I was gonna get the pool skimmer and bat that fucker out of the sky.
Like a big moth.
Yeah.
Now you got to think that bird at the last minute is gonna change flight once he realizes he can't pick you up.
You would think.
Right. Well, those are hard, but I don't know about turkey vulture.
The problem is I was standing on concrete, and we're the same color, basically. So I don't think he understood. He just saw a pair of shorts. I was like, I can pick that up.
I'm aiming for those clothes.
Yeah.
I was so comfortable. I'm going right for him. I'm going for that.
Yeah.
Man, full force get hit in the nuts by a turkey vulture. Then he's got you.
Oh, yeah.
Then him and his pals will come down.
Yeah.
Start doing that thing where they dance around you.
The beginning of that Gene Wilder movie with what's his name?
Richard Pryor?
Yeah.
The blind one?
With the cab driver has the guy by the balls with the pliers.
Oh.
You remember that?
That's that Silver Streak? No.
It might, one of those.
Right.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Just all of a sudden he's just headbutting in the balls. You're like, you motherfucker. But yeah, no, that's country up there. That's
Do you think they would use their head? Or they would lead with the pointy ass beak?
I think they would lead with the claws to get you.
Right, because I think they were going to try to scoop you up, right?
But then once they hit you, I think the
Are they the kind that would like drop you to your death?
Like once they couldn't pick you up
Actually,
anymore.
well, you said turkey vultures don't really.
That's not their bag. Their bag is.
They don't want you to move.
They're scavengers. So.
Yeah.
Well, you figure if let's say an eagle can get you off the ground because eagles are pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would get tired. I think quick.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't getting to the nest.
No.
So he's just gonna let you go.
Yeah.
I mean.
We gotta grab a leg.
I mean, yeah, you gotta start punching.
You're coming down with me, dude.
Yeah, you just gotta start punching.
Yeah. You swing around onto his back.
Tame him.
Take his back.
Like
choke him out.
Like a griffin. Ride him.
If you choke an eagle out in flight and it started to fall to the ground, would you take the wings and try to
glide down?
Yeah.
Turn him into like a hang glider?
Yeah. You were out at San Diego Zoo, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the condor out there?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yes.
Like he stands there like this, like in Beastmaster, and then every once in a while he just goes to show off.
Yeah.
His wingspan, and it goes right back to this.
It's weird, right?
Yeah. It's like, okay, there's a big enough crowd.
Here you go. The show's done.
Performance at 12:15.
I remember
15-minute break.
The funniest two things I remember about that is the stupid little walls they had in front of giraffes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, can't he just walk over that wall?
Yeah.
He didn't walk over it. Like, dude, you can do it. Step over. And it was like a week or two later after I come back from the zoo.
They have the skinniest legs.
Yeah.
How's that held up, that porky body that they have?
It's like toothpicks. They're balanced just right on a potato. Yeah. Keep that potato level.
Yeah. It's like an olive in a martini glass.
The funniest was, though, 2 weeks afterwards, it was on the news, a guy jumped in the grizzly bear enclosure. And that bear.
Bad move.
Bear fucked him up.
Yeah, no
Beat
shit.
the hell out of him. But didn't kill him, right?
They don't really, right?
Yeah, played with him, right? Beat him up.
They like kind of maul you a little bit, and then they come back.
They kind of eat you alive.
Yeah, they like you to tenderize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got the guy out of the enclosure, and the first thing he said was, "That motherfucker invited me in, and he treats me like this." On the news.
Did he really?
Yeah, on the news. And I was like,
funny.
Whoa.
That's funny.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah.
He was fucked. he tells
Is that a way to treat a guest?
Yeah, exactly. He felt like
that's funny.
He was disparaged by the grizzly bear.
Was he high?
I think he was more than high.
I mean, obviously the EMTs loaded him up with something.
I think he was just a mental patient. I think he was just fucked.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I used to hear that Miles Davis would invite people over to his house for dinner, and then he wouldn't be there. There would be like a table set, like, you know, a huge long one, and the person would just be sitting there at the end, and his staff would serve them food, but he wasn't even there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, how long do you stay?
I drove there. I'm eating.
I mean, so you have dinner, little dessert, little cake, whatever he's giving you.
Yeah, whatever they got.
Yeah. And then how long do you stay afterwards? Like, do you sit in the living room for a while, digest?
With a bourbon.
Yeah, like, when is this over? Is he coming? Is he not coming?
I'm gonna have a buka.
Could you imagine that? Like, I get to meet Miles. He'd show up at his own house. Well, there was that one Stern story about Prince where he was like, it was an exclusive invite-only show in the city.
Okay.
And Stern was, first he was like, Prince said he was going on at 1 a.m. And of course, Stern was whining because he was radio at the time. So,
doing
6 a.m. start,
right.
yeah. So he said he got there, and it's like 1:30. Finally, the house lights go down. He's like, all right, Prince is coming on. Prince did the show in the dark.
Son of a
You
bitch.
couldn't see anybody. He goes, I left.
Son of a bitch.
What a dick.
Was it the Stevie Wonder experience?
I don't know what it was. Yeah, he's doing all covers.
Yeah.
See what I see.
Exactly.
I called there.
The Stern Show?
No, Paisley Park, the studio.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to tour it.
Okay. Did
We
they
were-
say no?
Well, they didn't say no, but it was funny. So Lisa was getting her doctorate. It was in Minnesota.
Dang. She got her doctorate in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Like, they handed it to her?
Yeah, she walks every degree. We went to Arizona when she got her bachelor's, or master's. We went to Minnesota for the graduation to get her diploma. What do you mean? It was an online school.
Oh, all right.
But she went, it's university, whatever that university, Walden University.
Okay.
So she went and walked for graduation, got her her degree on stage. She wanted to. Yeah, that's what she does. It's her thing. I know.
Cool.
So anyway, I'm like, oh, we're going to be in Minnesota. Prince lives in Minnesota. Paisley Park Studios in Minnesota. I'm going to go get a tour. She's like, how? I said, I'm going to call. So I called. I'm like, I talked to a secretary, very nice lady. And I'm like, listen, I have a band, doing our third record, and love every sound that comes out of Prince's studio, and would love the opportunity to record there, with our whatever, love to get pricing, guidelines, just see the place and see if it would work. And she was very sweet. She goes, listen, Prince stopped any outside recording at the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So he only uses it for himself, nobody else. She goes, however, if you'd like to come by, we're having a party. I go, excuse me? She goes, it's a party. It's $10. $10 you get juice and cookies.
Okay.
Oh, what? Juice and what? Juice and cookies. No booze. No booze. He's strict no alcohol.
Okay.
Now we know he's a pillhead, but
Well, they wouldn't mix.
we didn't know he was a pillhead back then.
Right.
Okay, sounds great. She goes, I can, put you on a list with how many people you want. Okay, what time? She's like, well, 4 a.m. is when the party starts. What? I was like, huh? What? She goes, most likely it'll be staff and a bunch of people. Prince won't be here. I'm like, can I at least see the console or anything? She's like, no, it's in the other rooms. I was like, I'll think about it. She goes, please call me back if you want to put many spots you want. I'm like,
You feel like she was pulling your leg?
I don't know. Maybe if it is, that's the best bucket response or whatever, generic,
Yeah.
diffusion fake phone number response ever.
Yeah.
But I got off the phone and Lisa's like, I gotta go. I'm like, I got invited to a party. Could go have juice and cookies.
4 a.m.
She's like, what? 4 a.m. if you want to go. She's like, no.
Who drinks juice with cookies?
Children?
No, it's milk.
They don't have apple juice and cookies like at school?
Who has that? That's like a sugar overload.
I don't know. Evidently, he does.
What kind of cookies?
She didn't specify.
What kind of cookie do you think Prince likes?
If I was the guest back then, God rest his
cream?
soul, probably Snickerdoodles or something.
You think
It had
that's
to be
his thing?
Something with a cool name, right?
Okay.
He can't have chocolate chip. That's
Right.
macadamia nut, maybe. Something with a name. Something
Okay.
cool.
He's into Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, those mint ones, Thin Mints.
Thin Mints are good.
But only at $10. I mean, those cookies are expensive.
I used to like those. You ever have after eights?
Yes, they were like square.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
like a wafer, but it had the gooey mint in it.
Yeah,
It's good shit
so
right
like
there.
the after dinner mint type of thing or something.
Oh yeah.
But
It's only a mint.
but wafer thin.
Fuck off.
Bring me a bucket. He definitely weren't getting Girl Scout because that's $5 a box. You cut your profit in half. I'm gonna eat a box of Girl Scout cookies. They're not that big.
Yeah.
And I'm not, if I'm $10 in, I'm getting.
You can't go less than a sleeve.
Right.
When you're eating Girl Scout cookies.
Have you bought Girl Scout cookies recently?
They're different.
They're just like 12 in a box.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like $6 a box, and it's like a handful of cookies.
Really?
You could accidentally eat that box of cookies.
Sure.
I mean, Prince, do you think they were homemade cookies? The symbol, maybe? Like a sugar cookie and the symbol?
Think he has a pan?
Yeah.
Like a mold?
He's got a cookie cutter.
Those are cool.
Imagine showing up and you're the only one.
Dude, we could do talking on toilet cookies.
Here you go. Just swirl. Perfect. Yeah, I know a place that makes that.
Those things?
The cookie cutters? Yeah. You just have to ice them with the toilet colors.
Okay.
But I can get the cookie cutter made. I'll make any cookie cutter I want.
Please.
All right. We'll make some cookies.
My birthday's coming up.
We'll make some talking on cookies. We'll put chocolate chips in
Cookies in toilets.
Yeah. We'll swirl with some chocolate chips.
There you go. Why have juice when you can use toilet water?
It'll look like floaties.
Yeah. Do you remember the cereal Cookie Crisp?
Yes.
It was just little chocolate chip cookies.
It was just. It was cutting out the middleman of having that poor soul dip his own cookies.
Yeah.
The other one was a good one.
That's got to be for single dads, right?
Yeah.
Cookie Crisp.
Just go get.
Yeah.
Just go get the Cookie Crisp. What do you want?
Yeah. Exactly.
Pick whatever diabetes.
No moms would buy that for you.
Well, I used to get the peanut butter one. It was a peanut butter crunch, I think it was. There was like little balls that would taste like peanut butter.
Was it Captain Crunch? Peanut Butter Crunch?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
that
good
was a
shit.
one. I didn't like the other one with the Captain Berries, the berry one.
Really?
I wasn't a fan of the berries.
I like that. But that dye's got to do horrors to your system.
Isn't that what made you crazy? Wasn't it dye number red 5, red 7? Like,
isn't that the thing that killed everybody in the stand?
Yeah, but now they're making kids crazy with it, right? Yellow something. It's for ADD. I forget. There's a whole thing.
Really?
You can look it up.
Okay.
You out there can look it up. The other one was good. I used to like the apple cinnamon one. Look like Cheerios.
Apple Jacks?
Yeah. Man,
That's
you know
good.
a lot of names of cereals. You have kids. They eat cereal?
No.
What do they eat for breakfast?
They don't.
They skip?
Yeah. I'm not a breakfast person either.
It's the most important meal of the day.
That's bullshit.
That's what they say. They also said the pyramid was a healthy way to eat, too, so.
Yeah. We all know that's stupid.
You don't eat breakfast ever?
16 servings of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. No wonder we're the fattest country.
Get your grains in.
Bunch of dumbasses.
Why don't you like breakfast?
Brought to you by General Mills.
Smoking in the hospitals, yeah.
Yeah.
We were smart.
Yeah.
Why don't you like breakfast? Good
I like breakfast at night. Like going out to bars and then you go to a diner afterwards, you get some pancakes or something. Oh,
that's good shit.
Yeah.
That's just a booze sponge going into your system.
Well, some of us need that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you don't like...
I always feel like if you had a zipper, you could just stick the pancake right in there.
Just mop it up.
And sop it up.
I mean, I guess if you had no, it wouldn't work if you had a colostomy bag. Put it in the bag and push it in. Push it back up.
A reverse colostomy. It would be like that thing at the bank.
Yeah.
Just suck it up.
Yeah. Perfect. Just hit the switch. I like eggs. I can eat eggs for breakfast.
Eggs are good. I'm just not usually hungry when I wake up. That's all.
Yeah. Well, plus you wake up at lunchtime. Recently.
3 a.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m.
Yeah, it's like early bird special.
Not for long, bruh.
It's happening?
The 18th.
The onboarding?
The 18th is the first day.
Sept.
But I'm taking 2 weeks off before that, so.
Good. So September?
So late August will be my last night gig.
So is that how you're planning it? Get yourself on a reschedule, on a
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're going to be in the city? You're going to be home?
2 days a week.
In the city?
Mm-hmm.
Worth every bit of it.
Yeah.
Get back to a normal life?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
This night thing.
No bueno.
It's got to be grating on your soul.
It definitely changes you.
Sure. Because you're the only one up.
Yeah.
Except for the other people.
Yeah, the only people that you speak to are the people that you work with.
Because the only people up. Oh,
Yep.
boy. So that's kind of cool. Then you'd be back to like a normal schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the isolation probably tearing you up.
Dude, I was definitely going through some shit
4 years?
at points.
Yeah. How long?
What?
How many years? Have you been on
2.
night shift?
Just 2.
But what about the other place? Were you on night shift there too?
The last time I was on nights was 2011
Oh, all right.
to 2015.
Ooh, that's 4 years.
Yeah,
Changes.
that was rough. That was real bad.
Right.
2011 was that was the year we had a blizzard like every 3 days. Do you remember that that winter?
Yeah.
It was like, so I would come home. The snow starts at night, right? Because it's the coldest part of the night. Driving out there in the blizzard. White knuckle the whole way.
Right.
On the way back, going down Pulaski Skyway, there's just like a pile of cars at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you're like, you got to start way at the top of the hill, your move.
Right.
Right? Because you can't actually turn.
Right.
You got to like baby it and just start sliding this way and skid past everybody. And then, yeah. It was bad.
That's
and then I'd
nightmare.
have to come home and plow that stupid long ass driveway.
Do you have a plow?
Yeah. Well,
Snowblower. Whatever.
snowblower. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck snow.
Yeah. That's why I got to get out of here.
Well, yeah.
The state, I mean.
Well, until they figure out the weather machine, and maybe they can just move it a little.
Yeah.
Give
Are
some
they
of those-
doing that?
Well, give some of them states that never had it a chance. You know, go Georgia,
Okay.
South Carolina, you know, Texas. Give them the snow. Fucking Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's too hot anyway. They'll cool them off.
There you go.
Raise some levees. Cause some
Put
trouble.
it in your julep. We got like a minute.
Yeah.
Change left.
And a minute and change.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, well, we're going to figure this out. You're going to be on days soon, so that's going to be you're going to be a whole new person.
Yeah.
You're going to be bright-eyed and taking on the world.
It's going to be different. That's for sure.
It's going to be different.
Yeah.
And so then, until next time.
All right. T.O.T.
See you.